Urfi is also cunning when she wants to be very cunning. मैं जा रही हूँ, मैं आ रही हूँ, ऐसे करके बोलने तो मुझे बड़ा मजा आता था देख के. हम हर किसी से दुनिया में जिंदगी में दोस्ती नहीं कर सकते. उर्फी,
Okay.
I don't think हम पहले भी दोस्त थे ना कभी हो सकते हैं, because what you say, it is how you say it,
Yeah.
that makes you over smart. It's how she says things. I feel that it's over smartness. तो मैंने बोला कि ये बिना उसके भी बात हो सकती है. तो she would smile and she would say अच्छा ठीक है. तो you know,
Game face on, because this one is going to be about traitors.
आइला.
Okay, the first one coming your way is, who do you think was the most fake on the show?
I think Elnaz. I think Elnaz.
Traitor. Okay, who did you connect with the most on the show?
I would say 2-3 लोग थे जिनसे मैं बहुत connected मैंने feel किया. I'm not saying they also connected with me so much, on that level. But I grew a lot of fondness for Karan Kundrra, Raj Kundrra, दोनों कुंद्रा, और एक मुकेश छाबड़ा. I grew a lot of fondness for these guys.
Okay.
And so they're like brothers. So आज भी मैंने करण को मैसेज किया. राज तो is like a brother. I mean, we meet often also. Raj Kundrra and I, we are friends. तो हम लोग मिलते रहते हैं. Plus, I've known Shilpa also from before. We were doing a film together, which didn't get completed ultimately, but we were doing a film together. So I've known them. Karan, I got to know now. He's a lovely guy. बहुत मतलब वो प्यारे लड़के होते हैं ना, वैसा है वो, So he's a lovely, lovely guy. Very, very good soul. Mukesh, वो थोड़ा सा है confused life में, but है बहुत confident, because obviously he's a big casting agent and everything. He's done very well in his life, and I like him because he's, I think what I connected with him was his love for his mother and his parents, and his mother passed away, I think some time ago. And so he talks about them all the time and her all the time.
Yeah.
So that's what I connected with, because there's something right about a human, when he's so attached to the parents.
Yeah. Okay. Most over smart or overconfident contestant?
Apoorva.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you think so? Because
she is very sharp. She's very smart. She's very intelligent. But also portraying it is very aggressively is why I feel that she's...
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I think in the initial bits, when she actually pointed out that Raj is the traitor on the show, right? So everyone got immediately influenced by that, and we're like, yeah, I think Raj is a traitor, and then that's what happened.
I think it's not what you say, it is how you say it that makes you over smart. It's how she says things. I feel that it's over smartness, because she's young. She's very young. जब मैं देखता हूँ कि ये इस एज के बच्चे जब इतना ज़्यादा वो हो जाते हैं ना, I feel कि they have a long way to go. How will they deal with life if they are so obsessive about how they are saying things?
Yeah. No, I get it.
You need to just, I think calm down a little bit, because life is long, and there are so many situations that are waiting for you ahead in your life. How will you deal with them if you're already so aggressive?
Okay, so if Apoorva would be sitting here and you had to give her an advice, what would it be?
उसको मैंने वहाँ पे भी बहुत advice दी है.
Okay.
हाँ, I mean वो obviously episode में नहीं दिखाएंगे, but I give her a lot of advices there. मतलब मैं बोल देता था जब भी जो भी मेरे दिमाग में आता थोड़ा बहुत, like the language. तो मैंने बोला कि ये बिना उसके भी बात हो सकती है. तो she would smile and she would say अच्छा ठीक है. तो so but I mean, as an older person I can correct them. That is all. While I'm around them. Otherwise.
It's up to them.
Up to them completely.
Yeah, of course. Okay, who's the most entertaining contestant on the show?
I think Sufi.
Yeah?
Yeah. Sufi was very entertaining because of the way he is. He carries a bag and he'll do a catwalk, and he does all those antics of मेरे बाल ऐसे झटकना ही and वो कभी-कभी वो he addresses himself as a female, तो वो मैं जा रही हूँ, मैं आ रही हूँ, ऐसे करके बोलने तो मुझे बड़ा मजा आता था देख के. He's and he's very sweet actually, Sufi is a very sweet boy, and he's all of what he was 20 when he was shooting the show.
Yeah.
He's turned 21 now. So they are all very young kids, and funny. He was funny. I think he's quite fun.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Okay, who do you think is the most cunning on the show?
Elnaz is cunning, and I think Uorfi is also cunning when she wants to be very cunning. एंड इसके अलावा आई थिंक कनिंग वाली कैटेगरी में और कोई नहीं था.
Who was the most annoying on the show?
Difficult to say. I don't want to say names because then they will take it personally. I wouldn't want to say who was the most annoying. But I guess in a situation like that, a lot of people get annoying at different point.
Yeah. Different situations.
Yeah, different situations people get annoying, but I can't name.
Okay. I'll cut you some slack over there.
Yeah.
Okay. Who did you think did not deserve to be on the show?
I think every human being is deserving. I wouldn't because I don't think कि कोई कुछ deserve नहीं करता. Everyone deserves to be doing good things in life.
Yeah.
It's up to how they deal with it. Would decide whether they are going to sustain it or not.
Yeah.
But I would say everybody deserves.
Yeah. I think in the first episode, a lot of people thought that Janvi doesn't deserve to be a part of the show because she's so quiet.
Yeah, but she comes from a completely different background. She's an astrologer, she's a psychic, she does tarot and all of that, and she's from Dubai.
Yeah. And people thought she's doing black magic.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
वो तो हर्ष ने कुछ मजाक में बोल दिया था, and but Harsh is also a young chap. ऐसा नहीं है, बहुत समझदार लड़का है वो. Otherwise, quite. But sometimes what happens is when you humor somebody, you end up saying things in humor, but the other person may not be able to take it well, and they could take it personally. या वो लोग किसी चीज के प्रति sensitive हैं, तो if you said something and it hurts them, you got to be very careful. Basically, I think you have to be very mindful of what you say to other
people. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, next one coming your way. A contestant who is now a friend.
Well, Mukesh, Raj, Karan is also like a brother to me, and that's it. And I think Nikita, although we don't interact so much, but Nikita is a good friend, I would say.
Yeah, she just come back, so we're super excited.
And she's I could talk to her because she's a very intelligent person. And she's a poker player, but she's very intelligent. She's an intelligent, well-read, well-aware, and very sorted. You know? So it's always good to have a conversation with somebody like that.
Of course, yeah. Okay, a contestant who turned out to be an enemy or you don't want to be friends with anymore?
No, there are certain people that I was never friends with and I can't be friends with. हम हर किसी से दुनिया में जिंदगी में दोस्ती नहीं कर सकते. उसमें से I don't know who उर्फी.
Okay.
I don't think हम पहले भी दोस्त थे, ना कभी हो सकते हैं, because अलग-अलग जोन के लोग हैं. अलग सोच के लोग हैं. So that is one. And और कौन? Plus, I believe in keeping very few friends.
Okay.
Not keeping, you only have few friends.
Yeah.
That's the reality.
Yeah.
Very, very few can be your friends.
Yeah.
You can have millions of acquaintances, a lot of people you can party with, sit down, have a great time with, but a friend, the concept of a friend is very different.
Yeah.
वो आपके सिर्फ एक या दो हो सकते हैं, उससे ज़्यादा नहीं.
I think very well put, because the more you move on in life.
It's a misunderstood concept.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, friendship is not what people think it is.
Yeah, clearly. Okay. Quick answers only. The first thought you have when I say Apoorva.
A good kid but lost.
Okay. Alas?
Very, very shatir.
Okay. Maheep.
Maheep is a very fiery person, but also very real and solid person. She's very solid. Yeah.
Did you not think that she was a traitor at the start when everyone thought she's a
No,
traitor?
I never thought. In fact, I was the only one who kept saying that Maheep मुझे कभी traitor नहीं लगती. Yeah.
Okay. Karan Kundrra.
Kundrra is like a teddy bear. He's like a doll. He's बहुत प्यारा बंदा है वो. बहुत प्यारा है.
Okay. Jannat.
Jannat is absolutely, she's an angel. Very sweet girl.
Okay. Uorfi.
I don't have any definition or a word for her because I don't know her well, and I can't relate to anything that she does. So for me to have an opinion will be wrong. So I don't have an opinion for her.
Okay. Raj.
Raj is a brother.
Anshula.
Anshula, again, very, very sweet, well brought up girl,
Okay. Rupali.
No opinion.
Okay. Gaurav.
No opinion.
Okay. Maralsa?
Real person, but I would say lost.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And the last one, a band of boys.
One of the jewels of my life, I would say.
Absolutely. It's quite that little special place in your heart is always going to be
Always
for a
gonna
band
be,
of
yeah,
boys.
yeah.
Okay. Before I let you go, because you're so spiritual and we believe in manifestations, I have to ask you, if you had Mama manifesting for you, what would it be? What would you ask for?
Happiness.
Okay.
Wealth, very important, because I
Okay.
think wealth is something that if you have, only then you can be capable of doing something in life or giving. If you don't have wealth of any sort, a wealth of a healthy mind is also a wealth.
Yeah.
You can't give positive energy to other people if you don't have that wealth of a healthy mind. So yeah, wealth is very important.
Okay. I think this is a very similar, learning that a lot of people do follow, but they do not follow thoroughly. So this one's for them.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But I have another last one that I want to take a little emotional route on. If you had to tell your 15-year-old self a message, if say, for example, the 15-year-old self would be sitting here right now, what would you tell them?
I would tell myself to be more practical than emotional.
Okay.
I've been a very emotional person all my life. But it could have been a blessing. I'm sure it is a blessing, but because of that, I've also had a lot of pain that I've endured. So yeah, I would have told myself not to be emotional.
Wow. And I think all of that pain and struggle has really polished you for the person that you've become today.
It has. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'm going back with a lot of learnings, a lot of notes that I've taken. So thank you so much for chatting with me and removing your time.
Thank you so much.
And all the very best for everything that you're going to do.
Thank you. नमस्कार, मैं हूं सुधांशु पांडे और आप लोग मुझे देख रहे हैं मामा राजी पे।